My friends, welcome back to another video of my channel G Mark, and today we are discussing how to run a successful lead generation campaign. Let's start my topic. Marketing a professional services firm is a different beast. You aren't selling streaming subscriptions or consumer goods. Instead, you are selling enterprise expertise, trust, and outcomes. You are selling the collective intelligence of your team. This fundamental truth is why so many proven lead generation tactics fall flat in our world. A flashy giveaway or a generic email blast might generate clicks, but it rarely generates a qualified conversation with a C level executive who needs sophisticated accounting, legal, or consulting advice. The result, the marketing team sinks time and budget into campaigns that fizzle out, and farm leaders wonder why the pipelines isn't growing. The problem isn't the desire to grow, it's the lack of a disciplined, repeatable system. A successful lead generation campaign isn't a one of marketing sprint, it's a carefully architected engine that works in concert with your business development teams, experts, and leadership. What is a lead generation campaign? What is a lead generation campaign? Is a process firms use to generate interest in a service or product with the goal of capturing leads. Some campaigns will go further and nurture this captured context until they become marketing qualified leads. More on this in a moment. This post will walk you through the four essential pieces of building and running that engine, from foundational strategy to post campaign analysis, so you can move from random acts of marketing and just checking the box to a predictable source of high quality leads for your farm. Phase 1: build a strategic foundation before you write a single word. Too many campaigns begin with the tactics. Let's do a webinar. This is the marketing equivalent of building a house without a blueprint. The most successful campaigns are won or lost long before they go live. Define success with precision. The first question shouldn't be what should we do, but what does a win look like for professional services? A lead is a celebrity term. Thousands downloads of a white paper means nothing if none of them are from your target buyers, or if your business development team deems them all unqualified. So let's explore the three types of leads you will encounter. Note some firms define this terms slightly differently. Raw lead or a new contact. Any person who is added to your list for the first time. You may know nothing more about them than their name and email address. They may or may not be a good long term prospect. Marketing qualified lead MQL. A contact who fits your ideal client profile ICP and has taken a meaningful action. Easy, a director of finance at a mid market manufacturing firm who downloads your M&A readiness checklist. Sales qualified leads SQL, an MQL that has been vetted and accepted by the business development teams as worthy of direct personal follow up. They have a potential need and they appear to be ready to buy from a firm like yours. Your goal. Your campaign goal should be generate leads. It should be nothing something like generate 75 MQLs and 15 SQLs from the biotech sector in Q4, leading at to at least 5 initial discovery calls. By being specific, you can budget for the activities you believe will be required to achieve this outcome. More importantly, specific goals provide real numbers your business development team can target and which you can use to measure the success of the campaign. Develop your ideal client profile ICP and personas. You know your target industries, but have you gone deeper? Your ICP is the firmographic description of your perfect fit client, e.g., privately held construction companies with $50 million point $200 million in annual revenue in the southeast. Buyer personas are the people you are targeting within that company. What is the head of operations at that construction company worried about? Is it supply chain disruption, labor shortages, or new compliance regulation? What questions is she trying to do Google at 10 p.m.? Where does she get her information? Industry journals, LinkedIn groups, peer to peer roundtables. Your entire campaign, the offer, the messaging, the channels must be laser focused on solving a specific problem for this specific person. Phase 2, building the campaign engine, the core components. With a solid strategy, you can build some build assets. The key is to create a frictionless journey from initial interest to conversion. The compelling offer. This is the centerpiece of your campaign. It cannot be a thinly wild sales pitch or a brochure in a PDF form. It must provide a genuine value and showcase your firm's unique enterprise, typically a piece of thoughtful educational content. It should answer a burning question for your target persona, and ideally, it should provide a perspective that is unique to your firm. Examples of high value offers. A benchmark reports the 2025 state of cybersecurity readiness for regional financial institutions. A diagnostic tool or calculator. Calculate the true cost of value turnover in your consulting firm. A deep dive white paper or guide. The General Console's Guide to Navigating a New Data Privacy Legislation. A high value webinar. Host a discussion with a client and another industry expert, not a sales pitch on a processing topic. The goal of the offer is to make your prospective think this firm understands my world. The high conversion landing page. This is where your prospect pays for your offer with their contact information. It should be ruthlessly simple and focused on driving the user to perform a single action. Fill out the forms. This simple action builds your targeted list. Headline must have a clear connection to the ad or email they clicked on and explain the value of the offer. Body copy. Keep it short, don't hesitate to use bullet points to highlight the key takeaways or benefits. What will they learn? The form. Only ask for what you absolutely need: name, company, title, and business. Email are usually sufficient. Every extra field you add will depress your conversation rate. In some cases where you plan to build engagement over time, an email newsletter, for instance, name and email may be enough. Social proof include a testimonial or logos of recognizable clients if appreciated. No distractions. If possible, remove the main website navigation and any other links that could lead the visitor away from the form. The promotion channels. How will you drive your target audience to the landing page? A multi-channel approach is almost always best if you have the budget and bandwidth to pull it off. Email marketing. Segment your house list and send a targeted email to the most relevant contacts. LinkedIn. This is the main social media channel for B2B professional services. Consider using a combination of organic posts from your firm's subject matter experts and paid ads targeted by job title, industry, company size, and if appreciate geography. Partner BD in enablement. Equip your partners and business developers with a simple toolkit, pre-write an email and social media copy so they can easily share the campaign with their personal networks. Strategic partnerships. Co-host a webinar or co-author a report with a non-competing firm that serves service the same audience. Phase 3, the nurture sequence, where most lead gen campaigns fail. Getting the download is not the finish line. In fact, it's the starting line. The vast majority of leads are not ready to buy the moment they download your guide. The follow up is what separates successful campaigns from expensive exercises. This is where the MQL to SQL handoff protocol you establish in phase 1 becomes critical. The instant delivery, the moment someone fills out the form, they should receive an automated email that delivers the asset. This is a basic expectation. The nurture sequence. This is your secret weapon. Create a short automated series of 3.4 emails spec'd out over the following 2.3 weeks. The goal is not to pester people for a meeting. The goal is to build trust by providing more value. Here's an example of what a nurture sequence might look like. I've simplified the messaging for clarity. Email 1, day 0, deliver the asset. Email 2, day 3. Hope you found the guide useful. Here's a short blog post that dives deeper into section 3. Email 3, day 8. We recently published a case study on how we helped a company just like yours solves name a business problem through you might find it relevant. Email 4, day 15. The soft call to action. If you are currently wrestling with name the business problem again, I've opened up a few 20 minutes slots on my calendar for no obligation strategy discussion, no sales pitch, just a chance to brainstorm. The handoff trigger. Define what behavior elevates a lead for a nurture track to needing a personal touch. Did the click through on multiple emails? Did they visit your farms, contact us, or service pages after downloading the assets? When this trigger is hit, your marketing automation platform should alert the destination business development team member for direct personalized follow up. Phase 4, measure, analyze, and optimize. You can't improve what you don't measure. At the end of your campaign action period, conduct a post mortem to analyze performance, extract lessons to improve your next one. Track this key metrics. Landing page conversation lead. How many visitors filled out the form? A good starting benchmark is 20.25%. Conversion rate equal total landing page visitors, number of form submission 100%. Core per lead, CPL, total campaign spent divided by the number of lead generated. MQL to SQL rate, what percentage of the leads you generated were accepted by the BD team. This is a crucial indicator of lead quality. Lead to client conversion rates. The ultimate test, how many of these leads eventually become paying clients in the long professional services sales cycle. This can take months or even years to track. Campaign ROI. This is the metric your partners truly care about. ROI equal gain from investment minus cost of investment per cost of investment multiply 100%. Don't just look at the quantitative data. Tell to your business development team which leads were the best conversation, what titles or industries where waste of time. This qualitative feedback is gold. Use it to refine your ICP, your personas, and your messaging for the next campaign. From cost center to revenue driver. Running lead generation campaign. This where this strategic discipline, a focus on value, and a tight process for follow up and measurement transforms the marketing function. You move from being a cost center responsible for brochures and the firm's holiday party to a strategic partner who is building a predictable, scalable engine for it. Takes work, but the results can drive a healthy pipeline and exceptional growth. Carol Feldman. Carol Feldman oversees Hink Service Delivery, a former entrepreneur, marketer, and engineer. Carl is uniquely qualified to manage our team of talented professionals and uh, help our clients to outperform the construction industries on growth and marketing issues. Carl has held industry and leadership positions at navigation national brands like HITT contracting curl blocks and speaks about professional services, marketing and strategy at events nationwide. How Hing can help. Hinks has developed a comprehensive plan, the visible form to address these issues, and more it is the lead lending program for delivering greater visibility, growth, and profits. This customized program will identify the most practical offline and online marketing tools your firm will need to gain new clients and reach new heights. Additional resources or lead generating website guide details how your firms can generate qualified leads with its website है। आज की वीडियो में बस यही था। बाकी मज़ीद वीडियोस के लिए चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें। शुक्रिया।